Good morning, everybody. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. There's Gus and Spooky. They're just hanging out on the table. Pretty much just hanging. That's what they do a lot. After breakfast, it's just sit. Gus sleeps all over the place. He loves sleeping. He's pretty good at it, too. Baby. Him and Spooky are best friends, so where Gus is, you usually will find Spooky. So now I'm going to be starting the Dynamite diesel. I already kind of started it maybe 2 days ago, but I'm just kind of trying to get through a lot of these long, big buds. This is some of the stickiest bud that I've ever encountered. I literally have to clean my scissor after every single bud. Usually I can get through maybe like 5 or 6. Not with this. It's extremely sticky. My scissors get totally gunked up immediately, even after a little tiny bud that's like the size of these ones. So I do the same technique as I do with all the other ones. Leave a little bit of a stem on there so I can hold, flip it upside down, and then I basically just go through and take off any leafy stuff, or if I can see a stem, I just go for the stem and just clip that off, and then save the trimmings, save the stems, and the stems go in the compost. Trimmings I'm going to end up making brownies with after I finish trimming everything, because I want to have everything together before I start. But I'm just going through and trimming these things. It's very tedious, but I'm getting there. And again, the scissors, totally disgusting, gunked up, growing old. Again, thanks for the recommendation on the scissor scrubber. Makes my life way easier, and I don't have to really I do have to clean the scissor, but it pretty much cleans itself with that scissor scrubber. These are the buds from the Dynamite diesel, so they're very long. All of them look like this. So what it is that there's a whole bunch of smaller buds growing off of the stem, and then usually the top, like maybe 2 inches, becomes the head bud. So when you watch, I go through and buck these smaller buds off, and that's what you see on the tray is all the little buds, and then there's a couple of big buds for each big stem because I save the end as the head bud. And then I throw it right into this Grove bag, and then I just seal it up and leave it. There's no burping required, there's nothing. You just trim, put into the Grove bag, seal, and that's it. Here's Spooky again. He wasn't really hanging out with me today because he was sleeping. He's taking it easy. And I had Strings today instead, so she came down to basically sit with me. She usually doesn't, but today I guess she just felt like coming downstairs. It's very odd. She's been following me around all morning, so she's a little crazy girl. This was actually last night. They don't like the vacuum, so when I turn the vacuum on, they run to the basement and then sit on this couch. And they sit on the couch anyway, but I'm saying when the vacuum turns on, they're immediately down there. Back to the Dynamite diesel. So this is what I ended up, just kind of starting with today, I guess you can say. A lot of it is those smaller buds are in that green thing. This is Strings. Jumping on my lap, trying to get up involved. And this is what I ended up with at the end. So there's still a whole bunch of buds in that green case thing. And then all the other smaller buds I trimmed, and then all that is the trimming and stems left over. And then I just kind of filled up my grinder with a couple little tiny buds. This is a ½ pound Grove bag, so it's maybe about 1/3 of the way full. And then again, Strings has been totally stuck to me all morning, so she's all over me. She won't leave me alone. I come upstairs, I sit, I get coffee. She's all over me, so maybe she's just feeling attached. Who knows? But there she is.